she's also very creepy. like this goes out of the like, oh, these are fashion dolls, they don't bother me, I know they're not going to do anything, into Chucky territory. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Chad, and this video is going to be something a little different than what I've done in the past. So today I'm going to be doing the doll collector tag, and I want to give a shout out to Kate's Toy Box on YouTube. I'm going to put her links up here so you can click and go check out her channel, also down in the description. She did the doll collector tag. Like it's something that happened a while ago on YouTube, but I feel like there's a new round of content creators that make doll content, or just a new generation of doll content creators, I guess, who've never done the doll tag. So it's starting up again, and there's already been a few other people who have done this. Kate did tag me in this, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that today. So I might as well just jump right in. So this is a little different. Usually I have like one doll, and you know, I like talk about that one doll. Right now I have a plethora of dolls literally all around me, just so that way I can share them with everybody. But I'm just gonna do everything in the same order that Kate did on her video. She made the list and put it in her description. I'm also gonna put the list of like all the questions and everything in the description of this video. So if you want to play along, you can either leave your answers to the questions in the comments down below, or if you have a YouTube channel or if you're on Instagram, feel free to do the doll collector tag as well. If you do, be sure to tag me because I want to check it out. I want to watch your videos and, you know, see your lists because I want to see if anything matches up, or, you know, how different our collections are.
While editing this video, I realized I never tagged anybody else to do the challenge. Now, I've been sick, so I lost my voice, and I'm using the TICTOC filter to give myself a voice to tag the Junk Drawer, Nate Turd the Third, and Fairy Tale Dolls. I also want to challenge anybody else who has a YouTube channel or Instagram to also do this challenge. And if you do, please tag me in it so that way I can see.
And in case you're wondering, this is what my voice actually sounds like right now. And that's why I'm using TikTok.
Let's get on to the video.
Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right in. So to start off, we have upcoming doll releases that we are most excited for. I think there's two in particular, maybe three, that I'm really excited for. So the Monster High G3 Skulltimate Secrets Wave 2 dolls, I'm really interested in getting those. So I'm excited about those. I think even more than that, I am really excited for the Monster High G1 Haunt Couture dolls that are coming out. I've already ordered the Frankie doll, and I think it's already shipped and on its way to me. And there's also Cleo and Spectra, and I'm really excited for those two because I think that they are gorgeous and I cannot wait to get them. I think even more than that, the one that I am the most excited for though is Illy Forever. ILY, the Disney store, has brought out some new dolls that are coming out and for this line, and I am obsessed with this line. It's a Disney bounding doll line. I have gotten all 6 of the dolls in the collection so far, and I've reviewed all of them. They are on my channel, so if you want to see those, you can go check that out. But I love the Illy dolls, and I think that's the one I'm probably the most excited for because I only just found out about it a couple days ago. So I'm just like, it's fresh on my mind, and I'm just really, really excited. And they've made little changes here and there, but I think that they are absolutely adorable, and I love the new look that they have. So that's probably the one I'm most excited for. Next up is top 5 brands that you want to collect. So I guess these are doll lines that you don't currently collect, but you would like to. I don't know if I can think of 5 because for me, if I see something, I get it. I like it. You know what I mean? Like if there's a doll line that I do want to collect, then I buy it. So as far as like the ones that I don't, oh, well, one of them is definitely Mycene, Barbie Mycene. I do own a couple Barbie Mycene dolls, but really I want to start collecting them. I haven't really gotten into collecting them because they are kind of expensive. One or two of them that I I've had for like 5 years, and I just happened to buy them on eBay a while ago. And then the other two that I have were gifted to me from one of my subscribers. But I want to start collecting Mycene. I am obsessed with that line. I love the way that they look, and I love their style. So I really want to collect more of those. Another brand I would like to collect is probably Integrity Toys. I think that they are really, really pretty. They have a very severe look to them. So like, there's some of them that I'm like, not really my style, but a lot of them I do like, and I wouldn't mind collecting them. They are just more expensive. They are a higher end collector specific doll line. Speaking of expensive dolls, I would really like to get into Smart Dolls. That's a brand that I actually really, really like the dolls. Like, I think that they are gorgeous. They're just really expensive. They're like $500 per doll. So I haven't dabbled in that, only because there's no dabbling. That's like, you commit. Like, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. You save up for that. So I don't have any Smart Dolls, but I would love to get some. Honestly, I can't think of any other brands that I don't currently collect that I would like to collect. Yeah, it's probably just those three. So Mycene, Smart Dolls, and Integrity Toys, I think, are the only three that I can think of. So question number 3 is, what brands do you currently collect? So I collect a lot, or I have a lot of, like, I have dolls from several different brands. Like, I do have DC Superhero Girls, I do have Mermaids, Mermaid High, Glow Up Girls, Fail Fix dolls, you know, Cave Club, stuff like that. I have so many different doll lines, so I'm not going to include all of them. I'm just going to show the ones that I'm actively collecting. Ever After High, Monster High G1, Monster High G3, Barbie, Rainbow High, Shadow High, Na 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 Surprise, Disney Store Classic Dolls, and of course Disney Illy Forever. And then just kind of as a bonus, I did also want to share My Little Pony, since recently I've also been collecting G1 of My Little Pony. This is Lickety Split, and she's just the most recent pony that I've added to my collection, and that's why I wanted to share her. Next up, the oldest doll that you have in your collection. So I wasn't quite sure which doll I wanted to show you for this one, because there's two ways that you can interpret this. One can be like, what is the doll that was manufactured and produced and put out on the market the longest time ago, and maybe you got it secondhand or whatever, or what is the doll you've had in your collection the longest? For me, I'm just going to show you both. Now, the first one, I can't get her right now because of where she is, but Disney Fun Barbie from 1992 is probably my oldest Barbie that's in my collection. I do have a review of this up on my channel. I actually took her to Disneyland, and I was in California Adventure actually, and I unboxed her and did a review there. So if you want to see that video, I will put that up in the little whatever thing that pops up on the screen, so you can click on that, or it'll be somewhere on the screen later on. Anyway, that doll is probably the oldest one that's in my collection from 1992. I don't think that I have any other doll that is older than 1992 that I can think of. I was checking some of my other vintage Barbies, but a lot of them are from like 1994 or 1996, a couple from 1995. So I think 1992 is probably the oldest one that I have. That being said, I got that doll only just like last year or 2 years ago, and I actually have some other dolls that are in my collection that I've actually owned for much longer. So I think the dolls that are in my collection that I have had the longest, other than My Little Pony, if we're not talking about My Little Pony, we're just talking about dolls, are the Twilight dolls. So these are this is Bella and Edward from the Twilight movie that came out in like 2007, I want to say. I think maybe it came out a little sooner than that. I don't remember when Twilight came out. But anyway, so when Twilight came out, Barbie partnered with Twilight, and they came out with dolls. I do have more than this. I have Jacob, I have Alice, I have Victoria, I have Jane. Maybe that's it. That might be it. But anyway, so I do have a few more of these dolls, but these were the first two that I got, and I got them when the movie came out, and this was back before I was collecting dolls. So this was just I was obsessed with Twilight when it came out, and I wanted the Barbies. So I bought this one for myself, and this one was actually a gift from one of my best friends, Cassie, who was also into Twilight at the time. So we were kind of able to fangirl over Twilight together. So I was going through this footage and I realized I skipped over number 5, which is your newest doll. So this is my newest doll. It is the Gulux I keep wanting to say Guliope when I say Gulux. It's the Gulux Gulia Yelps doll. It is one of the most recent collector dolls from Monster High, and I am really, really happy with this doll. She is the newest one based off of both release date, also based off of like me receiving the new dolls. So, but yeah, newest doll is Gulux Gulia Yelps. All right, next up we have recent gift. So this is going to be dolls that a doll that has been gifted to you. I want to share 2 different dolls with you because I got them on the same day, and I really, really like them. They're from 2 different people. So one is the 35th anniversary reproduction of the original brunette Barbie, which I have been looking for a while, and I was so excited when I saw this just because this has been one of my grail dolls for a while, and I'm so happy to finally have her. And the second doll is actually a custom doll. It's this Barbie Extra doll. I think it was the Barbie Extra that came in the playset originally, but this is a reroute and like a custom outfit and everything to make it into a custom Cheshire Cat doll, which I am in love with. I'm obsessed with this. Both of these dolls, by the way, were from subscribers. 2 different people, but they were both sent to my mailbox. So thank you so much for that. You know who you are. Okay, moving on. Current favorite. Okay, so people always ask favorites. I always find it hard to like narrow it down to a favorite because I like a lot of different dolls for different reasons. But in this case, I was surprised that like I was so decided. So my current favorite doll that I own is Laguna Blue from the Real Drama, like Monster High G1 style, just because I love G1 of Monster High so much. I like the scale that they are on. I love the articulation. I love the Real Drama line because they had really long hair, and the fact that they were the original outfits and everything, but in a grayscale, I just thought was really cool. But specifically in this doll, I just think she is very, very pretty. I love the fact that she has long hair. She looks so much better than her regular signature doll, in my opinion. And this color, this like aqua blue, is my favorite color. So I naturally am going to be drawn to this doll. But just there's something about this doll because I already really liked Laguna Blue as she was. But just when you make these changes, this is now probably my favorite one. Next up is favorite of all time. So this is not just your current favorite, but it's the doll you keep going back to. In my eyes, I guess it would be the doll that if you had to get rid of your entire collection and only keep one doll, that is extremely difficult for me, and I kind of want to say Laguna. Like this Real Drama Laguna, I'm so close to saying her, but she is not technically it. I would say, if I'm being honest with myself and I had to keep only one doll, it would probably be Hollywood Hair Barbie. This is more about nostalgia than anything, which is why I said I almost picked this Laguna because I love her so much. But I think just for nostalgia reasons, you know, if I'm just keeping one doll, I like Barbie's scale. I like this one in particular because I put her on a made-to-move body, but her hair is really nice. I washed it so it doesn't change color anymore, but I've just always really liked Hollywood Hair Barbie. She is, from my childhood, like one of my most sentimental dolls that I've always wanted to have and that I've always enjoyed, you know, like whatever. Even though like her outfit was not always my favorite, I always saw it and I was like, that's a weird outfit. I kind of want to change her outfit. But now that I'm a collector, it's nostalgic, so I keep her in her original outfit. But yeah, so I think this is going to be probably my all-time favorite doll, or at least right now, I guess. I don't know. I keep flip-flopping back and forth between like this and like Madeline Hatter from Ever After High or something. So I don't know, but I'm going to say this for this entry. Number 9, favorite pet. Okay, this one was actually a lot easier to pick because like I don't get too excited about the pets usually from the dolls that I get, like especially Barbie comes with a lot of pets. Monster High comes with some pets and some of them are really cute. There's a balloon. So That's from when I filmed my 5K celebration video, and my fan is on, so the balloons are probably making an appearance back here. But most of the dolls that have pets or come with pets, like the pets are just there. I'm buying it for the doll. I don't care about the pet because I don't usually care about the little accessories or anything like that. But there is one doll line that I don't actively collect, but when I do get them, it's usually because of the pets. So, and of course I'm talking about Enchantimals, and this particular Enchantimal doll came with seahorses, which are my favorite animal. I'm just gonna show you one at a time. So here's like the biggest one. This is like a pink magenta one. There's this really cute little blue one. And they all have names, but of course I forgot the names because I can't remember them. But anyway, so it came with these cute little seahorses. I think this little yellow one is probably my favorite. So cute. I love this so much. But yeah, this was one of those instances where literally I wasn't buying a doll, I was buying the pets and the doll just came with it. So that's why this one was so easy for me. All right, so number 10 is most expensive doll. Now, I guess you could take this two ways. One could just be what was the doll that was the most expensive when it came out, or the other way, which is where I'm gonna go, is which doll did you pay the most for? Because we all know that prices on the secondhand market can go up and you can end up paying a lot more than retail for certain dolls. So the most expensive doll in my collection is going to be Holly the Bellhop, themed after the Hollywood Tower of Terror from the Disney Attractionistas line. Disney Attractionistas were dolls that Disney put out, and I think they only sold in the Disney parks, but they basically were dolls that were inspired by the different rides in the park. Like there was one inspired by the Teacups, one was inspired by the Jungle Cruise, one was inspired by Pirates of the Caribbean, and so on. Anyway, so Holly the Bellhop is themed after the Hollywood Tower of Terror, and in California, at California Adventure, they rethemed it. Tower of Terror doesn't exist anymore. Now it's the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. So since they did that retheme and switched everything over, all of the merch that is Tower of Terror related skyrocketed in price on the secondhand market. So as I'm collecting all these dolls, I finally get to this doll, and she's like $250 or like $300 if you want to get her in box. So naturally she's the most expensive just because Tower of Terror doesn't exist in California anymore. And I didn't pay that amount. I did get her on a really good deal, and I want to say I spent like $175 on her, but that is the most money I've ever spent on a single doll. So this is the most expensive doll that's in my collection. All right, so number 11 is what is the least expensive doll in your collection? So I'm gonna show you two because they're from the same doll line, but I've got the Hair-mazing dolls, which are, I believe, Walmart exclusive at this point. They had the Hair-dorables dolls, and then they were like the small surprise box dolls, and then later they came out with the Hair-dorables Hair-mazing dolls, which were the taller ones, and they were kind of the same scale as Monster High, roughly. And when those dolls were out for a little while, but I feel like they did okay at first, but then they didn't, the popularity went down, so I guess that they discontinued them. But then they took the Hair-mazing name and applied it to some new budget dolls. So these are no longer called Hair-dorables, they are just purely Hair-mazing dolls, but they are a budget line. The taller dolls are $4.97 each at Walmart, so less than $5, and the small ones are $2.97 each, so less than $3. So I guess technically the smaller one is my least expensive doll, but both of these are going to be in that category. All right, next up, number 12 is what is your favorite brand? So if you've been watching my channel for a while, it's probably no surprise, but my favorite brand is Ever After High. So, and to represent Ever After High, I have Madeline Hatter here, who is my favorite character from Ever After High, from both the cartoons and for the dolls, just because she's got like my favorite colors that, the teal or turquoise kind of color with purple. I love that combination. But yeah, I'm obsessed with Ever After High. I went to the store to try and find my first Monster High doll because I was aware of Monster High. But when I got there, I saw Ever After High, and I was just like, oh my god, they're princesses, and like I felt that was way more like in my alley, more than like Monster High, which is a little bit more modern and edgy. Ever After High is a little bit more like medieval and princesses and castles and dragons and stuff. So naturally I gravitated towards them. They have the same articulation, but in some instances it's a little bit better for the posability. And I just love their style. Like, I love their faces. Some people don't like their faces because it's a big circle, but I really love their faces. I love using these dolls as a blank canvas for customizing. Just everything about these dolls I am in love with, and I love this brand. It is absolutely my favorite. Number 13 is Unopened Dolls. I have so many dolls that are unopened, still in their boxes. I have a lot of Ever After High, some Disney Descendants up there, a lot of Disney Store dolls, Disney Parks dolls, some Monster High Original Creep Productions, and Collector Barbie. Also, like, the limited edition Disney dolls and some, you know, Collector Monster High and Ever After High. And then pretty much any of my limited edition Disney dolls and some of the items that were gifted to me, or just Disney dolls in general, are all still in their boxes. Number 14 is, what is your favorite doll in your favorite color? So once again, this is really hard for me to pick just one. So I have two, well, technically three, because I will include her just because, like I said, she's like my favorite doll, and she has my favorite color there. But I did want to show two more that I haven't already shown. So I want to show her from Ever After High. So this is Fav Thorn, and she's got like the aqua color in her wings and a streak in her hair, and even her boots are this like teal color. But then also Hallie Capri from Rainbow High Pacific Coast, I think is probably one of my favorite. I don't know. I can't decide between each of them. Maybe she is technically my favorite because this candy blue right here, this aqua color, this is my favorite color right here. I love it so much. I think it's so vibrant and so beautiful. But out of all the dolls, I think that she's kind of like the most beautiful. Like, I just like this. This is my favorite face mold from Rainbow High, and I love her makeup. I love the fact that she has a more tan skin complexion with this color. I think it complements each other really, really well. Obviously, she's not in her original outfit. She is wearing Skylar's outfit, one of Skylar's outfits from Wave 1 or Series 1. But I liked the way it looked on her. Also, her hair is supposed to be up in a high ponytail, so she doesn't have a part line, but it kind of doesn't matter because of the way she's rooted. It looks fine just like this. So I took her hair down and washed it, and I am obsessed. So I think this is probably my favorite one in this color. Mainly because like her hair is the brightest version of this color and it just looks so good. Number 15 is Favorite Original Outfit. So this is a doll that you got and you just liked them the way that they came. You didn't alter them or redress them at all, and you just like the way that they were designed, and it's your favorite. I have a couple like this because a lot of the dolls that I buy them just because I like the way they look in the box. And one of them is definitely Lily Chang. I just didn't feel like, you know, digging her out from, I have her displayed up there with things like set on top of her stand and everything. So she was one of them, but then the other one is also from Rainbow High. I've got this Bella, the Pink Witch Bella from the costume ball. I am obsessed with this, and I didn't know I was gonna like it this much until I got her home and got her out of the box, and I am obsessed because I love the medieval theming, but it's also kind of like modernized and made kind of like runway chic in a way or something. I don't know. It's so beautiful. It's like you take something that is like an older style, a more, you know, like I said, a medieval kind of idea, and then give it a modern twist and add fashion and sparkle and bling. And I love this. And I love the fact that she's bubblegum pink. Like, everything about this, like just as she came. I'm probably still gonna wash her hair out to smooth it out just a little because it is a little bit messy, but I'm not gonna change her outfit because I really like the way she looks. Okay, number 16 is interesting because this is the worst doll in your collection. So I'm assuming you mean your least favorite, or at least Kate did in her video. She said her least favorite doll. For me, that is tough because I've had some dolls that I have not been happy with, and a lot of those ones ended up getting donated. So I don't have them in my collection anymore. But I was able to find one that I still think that I am gonna be donating because she was in the bin where I've got dolls that I plan on letting go. But yeah, so I wanted to include this one. This is one of the Glitzies Glitzy Girls, I think. I do have a review of this on my channel. There was 3 dolls in this collection, and I got all 3 of them, and I think they were Target exclusive, maybe. But anyway, I bought them and I reviewed them because I was just at Target one day and I saw them and I was like, oh, these are interesting. So they were on sale, so I bought them and did a review. That being said, I'm just not a huge fan of budget dolls, which is kind of weird to say. It's not like I have expensive taste or anything like that, but there's something to be said about like a higher price point and higher quality. Whereas this one, they have like weird proportions. Like she has a large head, but then really short arms, and her legs are kind of stubby, but also like toothpick, like really tiny feet. Like being a budget doll, this is pretty good. Like it's a pretty good quality. I can't like fault it. It's not like a dollar store doll. I would probably consider like the Barbie clones from the dollar store would probably be like the worst, but this is definitely better than that. But I don't really care for these dolls. I don't want to collect them. I don't want to own any more of them. I bought them for the sake of reviewing them for that video. And like I said, I don't hate her, but I don't need her in my collection. I am going to be letting her go. So I'm probably going to be donating her along with several other dolls that I'm just not super happy with. But she does not spark joy, and therefore she is the, I guess, quote unquote worst doll in my collection. Hopefully if I donate her, somebody else will find some joy in her. Number 17, biggest doll. Okay, so talking about dolls that do not spark joy and that I want to donate. So I want to show you this one, but I am planning on either selling this doll or maybe I'll just donate her. I don't know. I'm going to show you this doll first, and then I will show you the one out of the dolls I'm planning on keeping in my collection, the biggest doll. But this is the biggest doll that I currently own. This is the My Runway Friend Maya Rain from Rainbow High. Here is a normal Rainbow High doll next to her. This could be a doll for your doll. You know, like the normal Rainbow High could be the bigger Rainbow High doll's doll. So yeah, so just to kind of size comparison, this is a normal Rainbow High, this is the big Amaya Rainbow High. The only reason I own this doll is because she was on Amazon for, I want to say, like $25, and that's the only reason I bought her, because she's originally 100, I think 90 or 100 or something, and I was not going to pay that amount because I didn't need her. She's not like the kind of doll I normally would go for. She is gorgeous. Like, seeing pictures of her made me want her, and I love the way her outfit is designed. I love that she has the ankle articulation so she can get the really pointed toes. I really like all the aspects about her except for her size. She's just really large, really difficult to handle, and she's also very creepy. like this goes out of the like, oh, these are fashion dolls, they don't bother me, I know they're not going to do anything, into Chucky territory. So it's a little unsettling having this doll in my room. Ever since I reviewed her on my channel, I've kept her in a tub under my bed so I couldn't see her, which is why I'm going to be letting her go. She is a gorgeous, stunning doll, and I love the outfits, but dolls this size, I can't do. So that's why I wanted to show a different doll that I'm going to be keeping in my collection, and which is going to be considered my biggest doll. I do have some of the, I think I showed you earlier, I have some of the 18-inch Disney dolls, and technically those are pretty large, but I think the like tall Monster High and Ever After High dolls might be a little bit bigger. They might be about the same height, 17-inch, 18-inch, something like that. But anyway, so this is the biggest doll that I'm keeping in my collection. I do also have the tall Monster High dolls. So I have Guliope from like her first doll and her second doll. And then I also have the frightfully tall Frankie that I customized, and the frightfully tall Claudine, which I bought from eBay or from the thrift store or something. So I really need to clean her up so that way she's presentable for my collection. But I think my favorite one is Madeline Hatter, of course, because I love Ever After High. But yeah, I love that they did this. Even though the tall dolls were originally for Monster High, Ever After High is Monster High's sister brand. So they came out with a Madeline Hatter at the same time, since, she eats the mushroom and she grows or whatever, in Alice in Wonderland. But yeah, so this is the biggest doll that's in my collection. And then following that up, number 18 is what is the smallest doll in your collection. So I don't have any Polly Pockets. Otherwise, I feel like Polly Pocket would be the winner, or would be the smallest in my collection. But for me, it's actually these dolls, the Fabulous Hair Friends. So these are really small dolls that were from my childhood. I actually owned this exact 3-pack. I these aren't the ones from my childhood because I took those out of the box and I played with them a lot when I was younger. But yeah, so these are super tiny. I want to say that these are about an inch or maybe an inch and a half tall. And they have molded hair, painted hair, but they just have these like ponytails that stick back. And they also come with like little hair accessories. So like a comb and little hair barrettes and clips. But they also have these this hair clip for you to wear. And I don't know how well you can see it, but they have like, they look like they're wearing backpacks. Like they have little things on their back, little pink plastic things. And what it is, it's for their hands to go behind and like loop into them. So that way it looks like they have their hands around each other like best friends. And then what they do is those little backpacks clip into this hair clip, and then you can clip this in your hair. And they don't have any examples of it on the back, but like, you know, you can clip them in your hair and it would just be like a little hair accessory for you to wear. Oh yeah, it says link their arms, style their hair, wear them, and share them anywhere. So yeah, I was obsessed with these when I was younger. These are some of my favorite toys or dolls that I was actually allowed to have when I was younger. I think my grandma bought them for me. She's the one that ended up buying me like a lot of my Little Ponies and my little dolls and stuff. She let me play with all these toys. But yeah, once again, I don't know what happened to my original ones. They were with a lot of my toys and they somehow at some point got lost in the ether. I don't know. Or maybe I donated all my toys. I don't remember what happened with a lot of my toys. Maybe they're around here somewhere. Honestly, they might be in storage somewhere. And if I find them, I'll have to do like a video of like, you know, finding the lost treasure, like national treasure. You know, I found all the clues and like found where in storage it was and whatever. That would be really cool to find them all because I want to take these out of the box and play with them. But because I was able to get them for a really good price on eBay, still in their original packaging, I'm going to leave them in the packaging just so they stay nice, because you know they're hard to find now. They're back from the early 90s. Oh, 1994. Okay, so it's from mid 90s. But yeah, so this is something from my childhood, but these are the smallest dolls that I have in my collection. All right, so we're coming up to the end here. Number 19, what is the best set? So in Kate's video, she mentioned the sets like dolls that came in like a 2-pack or a 3-pack or whatever, that were basically sold together in the same pack. This one's kind of tough because I feel like the doll sets that I've gotten or that I like are not necessarily my favorite dolls of all time, but if I had to pick one, it definitely is going to be the Tricathlon set from Ever After High. I do own these dolls, but they are currently in storage and I don't feel like digging them out just for this one video, just so to put them back again. So instead I'm just putting pictures up on the screen, but I love the Tricathlon dolls. I think that they are really, really cute and I like the theming. Plus they are 3 of my favorite characters to collect dolls for from Ever After High. You've got Cerise Hood, Hunter Huntsman, and Lizzie Hartz. All 3 characters I absolutely love. So I surprisingly was in love with this set more than I thought I would be. And you know what? I think I also reviewed these dolls on my channel. This is another one where this video is on my channel. If I remember, I'm going to put a link to this video up in the little thing on the screen so you can click on that if you want to watch that. It is a very old video and I don't think the lighting was very good, so please don't judge me too harshly. But if you want to see that review, I will include that link so you can go check that out. All right, we've made it to the end. So the number 20, the last question is, what is the best doll boy? So we all know that boy dolls are not as common as girl dolls. They don't sell as well, so naturally the toy companies don't make that many. I'm not a huge fan of boy dolls, and I always wondered why, because it's like, I just look at them and they just don't spark joy most of the time, except for Ever After High and Monster High. For some reason, I really like the boy dolls from those particular lines, and I didn't know why until just recently. I realized it had to do with the articulation. So first, let me tell you like my answer. I'm like, let me go into a big story time before I actually do it. So my favorite boy doll of all time is Hunter Huntsman. No surprise, it's Ever After High, obviously, but I just love so many aspects of this doll. Once again, you've got kind of like a medieval kind of Robin Hood kind of feel to his aesthetic, but it's also blended with a more modern, well, modern for the time. I think this came out in, I want to say like 2012 or 2013 or whatever. So it's like medieval styling kind of blended with 2013 fashion, and I think it was done in a very good, like a really good way. I really, really like this, and if I could only, like, if I had to pick only one boy doll to have, this is definitely it. He is my favorite. I love the way that he looks. I like his outfit. It's kind of giving me, like I said, kind of a Robin Hood kind of vibe. I love these kind of boots. It's almost like a Renaissance fair kind of feel, you know. I love his hair. He's got kind of like, he's got an undercut, so it's flocked and shaved on the sides. Really, really bad glue seepage, so I probably need to like fix this up and clean his hair. But I like that he has kind of like longer hair, but it's got the undercut, so I like the hairstyle. I really like his face. I think that he looks really good. And what I like about the Ever After High boys is that they don't look super masculine, but they don't look super feminine. They're kind of like somewhere in the middle. Like, I feel like they did a good job at balancing their features, because sometimes boy dolls can look more on the feminine side because of the face screening. But I think that they struck a really good balance for this one. So I really like the way that these look. But I realized what it is that I like about these dolls compared to other boy dolls that I happen to notice a lot. It's the articulation. So first of all, they're fully articulated. You know, you've got the movement at the shoulders, elbows, the wrist, the hip, the knee, and also the ankle also bends. So they have really good articulation. They also have movement at the head, but this is the thing that sets them apart from other boy dolls. Most boy dolls, especially before 2015, I want to say, had that weird joint in their neck that is literally just like straight across, so all they can do is turn left and right. They can't look up or down or anything like that because it's just on a twist joint, you know. This is like the girl dolls. The girl dolls have like, it's almost like a ball joint, you know, kind of like they have like the neck peg and everything that allows them to look around and everything, not just left and right. And they did that for these dolls. Now, obviously, not all boy dolls have that left and right articulation in the neck, but a lot of them do. Most older Kens have that. Most boy dolls that I ever see have that. And for some reason, I don't like that. I don't know why it bugs me so much, but like when you've got like this range of movement, plus everything else is fully articulated. And to be fair, I like the way that these are designed. I like the way that they look as well. Naturally, I'm going to like these boy dolls more than other boy dolls. But I think that's the most that I've talked about a boy doll that wasn't just a dedicated review. But yeah, so to answer question number 20, my favorite boy doll is going to be Hunter Huntsman from Ever After High. And it could be the Tricathlon one or his signature one, either one. It doesn't really matter to me because I like both of them. Anyway, that is it. We have reached the end of the doll collector tag. Thank you so much to Caitlin who tagged me in this. I mentioned before, if you haven't seen Caitlin's channel, go check out Kate's Toy Box. I'm going to put the link down in the description down below so you can go check out her doll tag video as well. But I just wanted to say thank you to Caitlin for including me or tagging me in this, because this was very fun. And I've been looking for something new, something different to do, like video wise, because recently it's pretty much just been doll review, doll review, doll review, doll review, doll review. So I wanted to do something different, and this kind of like got me out of that little groove or that little funk that I was in for a while. So thank you for that. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Like I mentioned, if you want to play along, I'm going to include all of the questions in the description of this video. So if you want to make your own video on YouTube or leave them down in the comments here, either way, tag me if you do post your list or answering these questions, because I'm curious to know how you answer. That said, I'm gonna get going for right now, but thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you next time. Bye! If you like this video, you can let me know by hitting thumbs up. You can check out some of my other videos by clicking one of the links on the screen. I post new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified every time I upload. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.